Hello, it's Skinnytecboy. Okay, hang on, let me just get off this screen. Nobody wants to look at my ugly mug. Let's go monitor, no cam. Okay, there we go. 1 second, Mondo. Let me get my bearings a second. Okay. Now, some people have asked me, how do you animate a custom NIF? Now, here's a vanilla NIF. This is the a Dwemer gear or a Dwemer gear, and here's something I've made that's custom. It's Law Masturbating Chamber from the current mod that I'm working on, which is Wowbagger Special Edition. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to animate this. Now the first thing I need to do is basically do a little bit of renaming so that I can copy assets from this file, in particular this node here, which has all the control information here. So I want to copy this and put it into my NIF. Now it isn't going to let me do that unless I rename it. So all I need to do is go back to my node here, edit string index, Control C, copy that, and pop that into this. So we're naming them the same. Edit string index and paste. Okay. Don't forget, when you're doing stuff like this, don't overwrite your file. So keep this. Obviously, when you close it and it goes to saves, say no. So all I want to do is copy this block here. So copy branch. This is very quick because I'm in a rush. And then I go back to my node and I go block, paste branch. There it is. There you see. So it should still animate. Yes, it does. So all I want to do now is get rid of this wheel because I don't need it. So I can just go block, remove branch. There we go. So what I need to do is to target this transform controller to this, and it's really simple. So at the moment it's pointing to itself, so what I need to do is just change that to number 2, I believe. Okay, so it won't do it yet. Okay, there's a reason, I'm getting to that. So the last thing to do is here. Now you'll notice here where it says children, it thinks it has 2 children. So it's got my text and it's got itself. I think that's right, yes. So all I need to do is change that back to 1, because were we to look at the original, refresh that, and I want to make sure this is pointing to number 6. Where's it gone? I always do this. I always mess it up. So change that to 6, bish bosh bash, and suddenly all the information is there. But I didn't do it right there, did I? I did something terribly, terribly wrong. Oh no, he's there. So I need to point this to number 2, don't I? 2, bang. There we go. Okay, so now my NIF here is slipped into there. There he is. So animation will work. If you want to mess around with the animation, it's quite easy. I'm not going to go too much into it, but you can basically play around with these settings here. For instance, if I want to make this slower, I can put that to 0, maybe put that to 5, click on it, and then that should be a little bit slower. Or I can change that to 1. Get out of it. And it will play around. So you've got all the information for the speed of the animation is here. If you look into a bit deeper, you've got more information in here too, which is all the data. So you've got your rotations. You can basically mess around with this. If you want to mess around with it, all you need to do is play with these keys here. So this affects the X, Y and Z. So if you know what you want to affect, that's what you edit. So one of these will be set to 180 or 90. Let me scroll up there. Let's go full screen. And it's just so it's just working out which one is affected here. But that's for you to mess around with. I'm not going to mess around with that now. I tend to try and find an object that's got the animation that I want. My good friend DD Productions 83 did make me my platforms for Marvin, and that's basically what he did. He basically messed around and got it to go up and down and spin around and do all those things. So the logic is all there. I'm sure you can all work it out. So there you have it. Really easy. Just quick recap. Basically rename your index to the same as the object that you're dropping in. You can either drop your NIF into the object NIF and the original NIF and basically just delete what you don't want, or you can do it this way, which is just copy the bits of information that you need, and it's just that. So remember to point your target correctly, not like me, and mess around, and then remember to make sure there's only one child, or you might have two children. It might be a NIF that's got only one part that's animating. So just make sure you've got that set up correctly, and it should do lots of fun things like that. Okay, so let's go. So goodbye. I hope that was informative.